Hey guys, this is IX with Rollout Reviews, bringing you another Crossfight B-Daman review. This time it is CB-15 stroke OROCHI. We'll set this over here and take a quick look at the packaging. On the front you have a product image, his user down below, and the core up above. It is a control type B-Daman. Some stuff over there, some stuff over there, and some stuff on the back, including his stats. He has 3 power, 6 control, and 3 rapid fire. You also get a bunch of other things, as well as his sticker sheet, which is pretty extensive, but you can apply those if you would like. Now here is Stroke OROCHI, and from here on out we're basically just going to be comparing it to the Hasbro version Strike Cobra. First things first, aesthetics. I like the way the green color here looks. This is sort of a strangely translucent deep green, and I like this shiny green a lot better. However, on the flip side, this guy's core is kind of a smoky gray, whereas this is the much more eye-catching, vacuum metallized plastic, and that looks really, really good, if not a bit show inaccurate. If you're looking for show accuracy, you're probably going to want this one instead. Towards the back here, you can see that their triggers are actually about the same size. Stroke OROCHI already has an elongated trigger, and they would have to remold this back rail piece if they wanted to extend it even further, so they just sort of didn't bother. Now, the leg parts are a little bit different. They look exactly the same, however, over here, these extensions come out really, really easily, where on the Hasbro version, it is absolutely a chore, and even when you do it, they sometimes pop out like that. See, it's not fun, and is a little bit scary. However, since they're so hard to get out, they'll sort of stay out a lot better. So when you're holding him like this and you're pushing on them, they won't go back in. Whereas on the Takara version, sometimes when you're pushing it like this, that'll happen, and it's slightly annoying. Still got the great downforce on the arms and the head part with the little sight up above. Speaking of the head part, he does have this little back cover, which looks really, really good. I love the way it conforms to the mold of the head. But we'll pull that off here and do some power tests. Starting with the Hasbro version. 2.84. and 2.77. Now, for the Takara version. 2.94. and 2.55. While the readings are very similar, I do find the Takara version is a bit more powerful. And because of that, it sort of adds to the accuracy. I find, when control types have just a little bit more power behind them, they'll hit the target a lot more spot on than one that is weaker. So definitely a bit of an improvement as far as performance goes in the core. Now, everything said here, in terms of looks and the way they function, you would think that the only thing this has on the Takara version is the chrome core. But there's another factor here, and it's something I cannot quite explain. It's just the way it feels to fire the Hasbro version that the Takara version doesn't quite have. And I think it's because of the springier plastic used with the Hasbro releases, in tandem with the way the hold parts there are molded. When I fire this one, it's just not quite as satisfying as firing the Hasbro version. You probably can't see this on camera, you probably can't even hear it, but it's just, there's something about it that makes it more satisfying. It could be personal too, it could just be me, but it really does give this guy's core a little bit of an edge over this one. I don't think they're different enough in performance for it to really matter on the other end. Now, this back piece comes off a lot easier over here, and honestly that could break the deal for some people, because the Japanese version is rock solid. This is not coming off, which is a lot better. Now, which one should you get? Really, it doesn't matter. Either one is great. I love this B-Daman. You should get it, but how you get it, it doesn't really matter. Which version you get, I'm sure you'll be satisfied. This version does have a lot of things over the Hasbro version, but that thing I cannot explain really puts them at an equal standing for me. Now, the Hasbro version does come with a barrel, and if that'll sell you on it, then by all means get that. Especially with these guys all on clearance, you might be able to find this with this for cheaper than this guy. But if you're big on show accuracy, that's probably the one you want to get, regardless of this coming with that guy. So that is about it, guys, and this is IX Roll It IX, signing off.